Hello, everyone. My name is Nate, and this is episode 5 of Press A to Play. Today, we are joined with the lovely Bradman. Say hi, Brad.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. You're so polite. We are joined also by Rogue, whose banner is different from everyone else. Rouge. Sorry. Rouge. Sorry, I'm drunk. I've also got Rouge over here, but her banner is different to everyone else because she's dropping on by from the other side of the channel. Say hi.
Hi.
And we have Rouge. Yes, sorry, I apologise. And we also have Tegan. How's it going, Tegan?
Hey guys, Maud, I'm so sorry for everything that happens in the next hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. She's gonna have a great time having to watch through all this later on. But now I am in control. I'm the puppet master, ladies and gentlemen. So I thought we'd just quickly start off with, we won't do power because this is the gaming portion of the channel, so I just thought we would talk about what we're playing at the moment. So Brad, what are you currently playing that isn't Destiny?
That isn't Destiny?
That isn't Destiny, yes.
Madden. I'm playing Madden.
Oh yeah, you're playing Madden. How's that?
It's really good. It's really, really good. Last year's one was really shitty, but this one is really, really good. So, I like it. It has Ultimate Team in it, so I like to smash people online.
Okay, so you've got a lot of bent-up aggression. That's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine way of releasing it as long as you're not going out to the street with a baseball bat and damaging cars. That's fine.
I do that after. I do that when I lose.
When you lose, when you're not smashing people hard enough, you go out.
Yeah.
So, Rouge, what are you playing?
Well, as you all know, I like to keep up to date with the latest games and TV shows. I finally watched season 4 of Game of Thrones. I've been playing Sims 2.
Sims 2?
So yeah, look it up.
Old school. Jesus.
We should probably point out that Rouge has had to be leeching the internet off like local friggin' hotels and stuff, so we can forgive her.
Yes, I live next door to a hotel, and that's how I get my internet. They're free Wi-Fi.
Oh man.
Watch this. Lock on it.
So, last and definitely not least, Tiggs, what are you playing at the moment?
Oh, this is so embarrassing. I'm so sorry to everyone for what I've done. I've only just started playing The Last of Us. I fucked up. It is remastered on there. And I love it.
It's been 3 minutes and we've got swearing already. There you are, ladies and gentlemen.
Love it. So that's happening, but I am planning to go out and get Diablo 3 Ultimate Evil tomorrow, because I'm very excited for that. So yeah.
Nice, very nice. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Press A to Play, and basically all we're going to be doing is talking about all of the gaming stories that have happened in the last week. So, we will start off with Lizard Squad is back! Yes! Lizard Squad!
Yeah, ready.
That is the best name.
Yeah, that was very filthy, Brad, but that was perfect. That was spot on. So, Lizard Squad, a couple of weeks ago, they attacked a lot of these Blizzard servers and stuff like that and took them down for a couple of days and also called in a bomb threat, which is a stock standard thing to do in your free time.
And not the geek
apparently they
threat. That would be
disbanded.
okay.
Yeah,
That would be an awesome
not a geek bomb threat. I feel like just to go off topic for a second, we can't say Geek Bomb when we're at the airport or we're fucked. Anyway, continuing on with the news. So Lizard Squad, they were disbanded, and their website is currently down because they had a website. But on Saturday, they actually attacked the Destiny servers and the Call of Duty Ghost servers for both 360 and PlayStation, resulting in a lot of people logging off and having a lot of issues. So, guys, the question is that I'm putting out to you: why do you think that someone is going out of their way to be the biggest pain in the ass you could ever comprehend? Go.
Yeah, what do they benefit from that? Like.
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's so frustrating because I was playing on Saturday and it just didn't work for me.
I think if I weigh in on this, I think people have always been. There's always been a band of people that want to ruin other people's fun. That's always been a thing, and I think that these people are just the modern day version of hey, we don't like what you're doing. Screw you, big corporations with your video games and your success. Let's ping your server because that's fun. That's awesome. And we're getting back at you by making all the people like us that bought the game not be able to play. That's solid logic, guys. Solid logic.
It's your fault we don't have girlfriends.
Yeah, exactly. Lizard Squad don't need girlfriends, alright? They're called Lizard Squad, right? They're cool.
So if there is anyone out there who's into reptilious males, just go for it. They're there. They're waiting. They're dossing everywhere, all over the internet. Yeah, sorry, that was really inappropriate, and I apologise for that. Just so I guess we're gonna have to wait and see what actually happens to these guys. I also read a tweet from one of the Sony executives. The Lizard Squad actually sent him a picture of his dad's tombstone from LA.
What? That's heavy.
Just casually, it's like, oh, hey man, we're saying hi to your dad for you. And he replied on Twitter and just goes, yeah, so you thought it would be really, really cool to attack my servers and then to send me a picture of my dad's tombstone. I'm going to find you. So it was legitimately the whole take, and he's like, I don't know who you are or where you are, but I'm gonna fucking find you.
Liam, that shit.
That's heavy.
Yeah, so it's like, haha, we're dossing your servers, yay. Bomb threat, picture of your dad's tombstone. Oh, okay. Escalated a little bit.
I think it's fine. It's just trying to grab attention. It's just an attention thing, and yeah, honestly, it's just pretty pathetic. When it gets to that point, it's no longer. I don't know. It changes the whole story. It changes the whole concept of what they're doing and how they're perceived. Like I don't know what they're doing. To be honest, it's pretty horrible.
I haven't actually read any motive. I've read.
Yeah, I'm not sure what their agenda is, like what they're trying to achieve.
Man, their agenda is fucked up. I'm sorry, but that's messed up as all hell. So we'll go on to something that's a bit nicer, I guess, but not really. Kind of a combination of two different stories. An indie Oculus Rift competitor, Totem, says that they're going to have better VR than what Oculus Rift does, but they need our money. And joining onto that story, as well as them going, oh, look at this, it's all real pretty. Can we borrow some money, please? You've got the other story on the other side of Neil Stevenson, an author who wrote 2 books a while back, decided to take it upon himself to design a sword-fighting medieval game because he felt like they weren't correctly portrayed in the gaming industry already as it is. So he had a Kickstarter, raised $526,000, and then not so long ago decided, I think it was 18th, Thursday, called it quits. So $526,000 is just gone.
Really bad. That's really bad. And similar to the Yogg one as well.
Yeah, so going to you guys, what do you reckon about Kickstarters, people asking for money, and there is no consumer protection whatsoever. There is nothing to guarantee that the money that you're going to put in, you're actually going to see anything really. It's what do you guys reckon?
There's a lot of projects that wouldn't have been able to happen without Kickstarter, but if you wanted to do the dodgy with Kickstarter, it wouldn't be hard. Like, even not just like taking the whole of the amount of funds that you get, but if you say you need 20 grand for this project and you only put 15 grand actually towards the project, like you could easily just like flip a little money on the side. Like, wouldn't be hard.
Definitely. Like, I agree with that too. Like, I think it's great for if you've got honest people involved. Like, Veronica Mars movie, amazing. Like, it's so awesome that they could do exactly what they wanted to with that. I'm not always a huge fan when people already have quite a bit of money do that kind of thing. I know in the Veronica Mars movie that was a different case, but like the Zach Braff thing, like I'm still a bit, I don't know, jury's out on that one. But yeah, it's pretty bad when people can take advantage like that and just, yeah, as you said, no consumer protection.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to weigh in on because there are success stories, but I think you need to look at it statistically. I don't know. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I think it's something like only 1/3 of all things kind of succeeds. So just looking at that, that's a lot of money down the drain. Just a lot of people's money that they put towards something, and it's often the case that it's a cool pitch. It's like, yo, you can be dinosaurs, like Stomping Land, dinosaurs, and run around with spears and with your buddies and be a tribe, which is awesome, right? That sounds sweet, but there's no real business plan there. There's no real safety net.
Yeah, they're just selling an idea.
Yeah, it's selling an idea, not a full fleshed out concept. And ideas often get you. Like, that's the thing. So like, Stomping Land got me. Like, I wanted that game. That was so cool. And it's been pulled from Steam. So like, that's perfect example, prime example.
But then you've got things like Cards Against Humanity that's been amazing because of it, you know. Like, but yeah, I get what you mean. And there's just no contractual obligation to do anything.
Yeah.
That being said, if Geek Bomb ever had the Kickstarter, you all should like.
Absolutely, donate today.
So we've got a comment here by Marcus Townsend. He's usually following us on Geek Bomb. So hi, Marcus. He goes, I hate when rich celebrities use Kickstarter, not naming any names, but Kickstarter is great for average people who have great ideas. And this is just going with what you guys were saying. It is good. Like, Kickstarter is a really interesting program where people who don't know who you are buy and support you because of a particular idea or perspective you have of technology. It is good going in when we start talking about Totem. They've actually released a prototype. A lot of people thought it was a scam. Only a few people have got their hands on the prototype so far, but apparently it's paying up, like, to what it promised, really. So yeah, you've got the good Romeo and Juliet stories, and then you've just got the stories that are just completely shit and scams and whatnot. But yeah, do you reckon that they should just keep Kickstarters and then maybe have like some form of consumer protection around it? So basically, your money isn't deposited into the Kickstarter account until they've reached that threshold. Like, once we've got this many people say they're going to donate this much money, it then goes boom, sweet. All those people, all the money gets transferred into that account straight away once they've met it. I guess it wouldn't be a direct deposit. It'd be like pledging. I pledge to give this amount.
Yeah, well, it's an idea, but the issue is often when it's one guy and he has an idea for a game, he needs to hire other people, and people don't want to work for free, and people don't want to come onto a job and a promise. They need to see money, and you want investors as soon as you can, which is that's everything. Everything works that way in the world. So that's the issue with that. So I'm not smart enough to tell you what Kickstarter needs. But it needs something. And going back onto the Totem versus the Oculus Rift thing, the Totem may very well be up to the standard which it says it is. But when Facebook now owns Oculus Rift, there is nothing that the Oculus Rift cannot achieve now. Like, that was there's a lot of people that cried out, like, no, I don't want Facebook does me ads and stuff. No, it's not the way business works, whatever. But the Oculus Rift, right? Say the Totem does get to the level the Oculus Rift does, and then say the next year, Facebook just pump another $1 billion into $500 million into Oculus Rift, bang, easy, just upgrade, whatever. And it's already on the market.
There's already other competitors, like the last Samsung Galaxy Note phone. Like, there's a little headset that comes with that, and you can pop that in, and then that's virtual reality. So when people can do it with their phones, there's not really much, not much pulling you to the indie versions, you know.
Yeah. Going back to Neil's story, like, $526,000 was how much money he raised because of everyone, basically. But the thing, what he said himself, he was struggling. He's been doing it for a couple of years, and then the other day he was just like, it was a great idea, it was innovative, but it was just boring. That's what it came down to. The technology, it was an awesome concept. It was very innovative, very ahead of its time, but it was boring to play. It was boring to participate in, and he's just like, I'm I've run out of energy. Like, I can't keep it up. If it was a game that was exciting, you'd be like, bam, 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 there, spending money and stuff like that, and trying to make the game as best, like, to what it could be. And he just straight out said, "This is boring. I don't want to do this anymore."
Yeah. Which is an issue.
How have we not mentioned that potato salad guy?
Oh yeah, well he's delivering. He's delivering.
Yeah, he's delivering on that shit.
You know, we live in a weird world when a dude that makes thousands of dollars on a potato salad delivers more than a accomplished author and
Yeah.
who gets $526,000. Like, I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. If you come out to your fan base and say you have an idea, and you're famous for a reason. You're famous because these people have already liked your stuff. They've bought your books. They've bought your games. They've done this thing. So when you betray them in that way, I feel like I would, if I was a fan, I would never give that man another dollar, ever.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
Man, you're not very forgiving at all. Holy shit, that's harsh.
Oh, no.
Maybe we should not give him any more of our time either.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Okay, guys, let's move on. So, talking about the new name, Totem and Oculus Rift, let's talk about some old names in WoW.
Oh,
Sounds terrible.
Nice segue.
Oh shit! So, basically, at the moment, WoW is reclaiming names that have gone cold for the new expansion pack. I don't know how to say it. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce it. Can someone just give it a shot? Or if they know it,
Warlords of Draenor?
Draenor?
Yes. Third high five.
Yeah.
Third high five.
Oh god, high-fiving the webcam. That's reckless, guys. Just calm down. Draenor. So, has anyone... I've only read a little bit of Draenor. I've only read a little bit about what it is, but does anyone actually know and want to give us a little bit of a rundown about what the actual expansion pack is?
I will.
It's time travel, isn't it?
Yeah, it's time travel. Oh, it's not. It's like an alternate reality. Okay, so I'm not want to confuse people. It's alternate reality. It's their reality, but lined up. That the past is lined up with our present in the game. So that's how the unheard gets from. Like, I don't even play WoW, and I know this. And yeah, it's confusing. It's time travel, whatever. But yeah, so everyone's names from 2008. If you've been inactive from 2008, they're wiping your name, and I can finally get XX No Scoper XX. As a name.
Yes!
On Warcraft.
Yes!
Happy about that one.
Oh, that's...
You can finally get names that won't have like the little triangles above the A's and the little two dots above the I's.
Yeah. Hated it. And when someone whispers, invite me to group, and it's like, I hate that.
Yeah. If you guys want to bear witness to the names, just look at my Twitter handle that I have in my banner. There is a capital I at the beginning and at the end of Sweets, as well as two S's. Yeah.
This might be a good opportunity too to say, if anyone watching, what are some of the names that you might want to grab if you could?
Yeah, that's a good one. Good one.
That'd be cool.
What is
your ultimate? Yeah, what is your ultimate World of Warcraft name that you want to get?
Get explicit. I don't care.
Get explicit. Holy shit. I've got to be. Oh wait, sorry. I've got to read this comment made by Marcus again. He goes, "Lords of Liquid Draenor."
Oh.
Because all your money is going down the drain when you play it. Oh mate, that was well done. That was almost as good as my segue, but that was pretty decent.
That was pretty good.
It was only one segue. I apologise, but I'm really happy about it. But yeah, so we'll quickly move on. Talking about new releases, let's talk about delayed releases.
For God's sake.
Yes. I'm so sleazy when I'm doing segues. That's horrible. I really should work on that.
No,
So,
it's good.
Does someone want to take charge of this story?
Yeah, sure, I will. So poor China. Poor China. After not having consoles at all until about 3 years ago, and obviously not having any access to the Xbox One, they were meant to get it, what was it, tomorrow, guys? The next day?
23rd.
23rd, and it has now been delayed kind of indefinitely. They've said by the end of the year. That's still 3 months though. So yeah, poor guys. What do you
Wow,
guys think about this?
the end of the year is 3 months away. God damn
Yeah, I
it.
know that's fucked up.
Scary, isn't it? Yeah.
That is insane. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is about with the Xbox One being delayed, it's just that the Xbox One hasn't really taken off as well in China as what it has in other places. I know that Sony, like the PlayStation and stuff like that, is a lot bigger over there. Not as big as in Tokyo, but it's still kind of branched over into China a little bit. But yeah, there's just no one wants the Xbox One in China. There's no hype for it.
It's hard selling. It's hard selling to that market. That market from as a Western country.
Is that due to censorship?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they've like if back on the World of Warcraft thing. World of Warcraft in China is completely different. Like, not completely different. Like, there's no blood and there's no bone, and it's the same. The same ideology was behind the reason they didn't have consoles. It was all censorship. So luckily, about 3 years ago, I want to say 2-3 years ago, they finally got consoles. So it's not crazy to hear that they have delayed the console. It's just there's this crazy amount of censorship. It's just insane, and I don't think Microsoft ever expected to kill it in China with the Xbox One. They didn't have to. It's selling well everywhere else, not as well as the PlayStation 4, however, but yeah.
So in China, with the censorship, like, serious question, in China, like, in every single game, do they censor it so all of your avatars are just like little Chairman Maos, like, running around? Is that what's happening?
Holy shit! Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 5 of Press A to Play, where we fuck the boundaries of social norms. Oh god.
They censor some pretty crazy stuff, and they do deny a lot of. There's a lot of games like Battlefield where you're fighting against the Chinese and the Russians and stuff like that, which makes sense. Why they're like, yeah, we don't really want you to fight against us because we're trying to be the good guys here. Like, it's hard. There's a lot of, like, in every war game these days, you fight against Russians and Chinese. Like, they're the evil. They're the evil people, apparently. So.
And that's really outdated. Like, the Cold War is well over. Like, you know, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, no one's gonna take on Australia because we don't have anything good except for raw materials like metal.
You kidding, mate?
And Tim Tams,
And Tim Tams, yeah. Okay, guys, stuff China and Russia. Okay, this is where we got to go. We've got to go to Australia, right? They've got a lot of rocks and Tim Tams.
I'd invade for Tim Tams.
Fuck them up. That's all it's going to be.
If there were Zumbo Tim Tams, I would invade for Tim Tams. They're pretty good.
all you need is like a weed Tim Tam, and it's just a vicious circle after that.
Welcome to PAX. No, I joke.
Oh man, you've got to be careful, Tegan.
I'm just joking.
So yeah, does anyone else want to say anything about the stories that we just recently talked about? Have we missed any points? Make sure you chuck it in the comment section. We're watching the stream at the moment and answering as many questions as we can, so make sure not to forget to slap them up there.
There'll just be a bunch of people calling for me to be fired.
Oh yeah, no, probably. And this is our last podcast. We're all going to be fired. Yeah, hopefully people who are watching this actually know what a Tim Tam is, because otherwise that would be really awkward.
Yes, it would.
Okay, so Tegan, do you want to just do some little quick last minute news wrap-ups for us?
I'm so excited by these two. So, first up, so we have this whole cool thing about how Steam at the moment, a bunch of Warner Brothers games are going on sale or have gone on sale. So we're talking like the Arkham games, heap of the Lego games. So get yourself some Lego Harry Potter, Scribblenauts. So awesome sales. So people should probably get on that, especially if you're like me and you're so behind in all of the games anyway.
I already bought 2 of them this morning.
Yeah, you did. What'd you get?
I got Injustice, the complete edition, even though I already have it on my console. And I got Arkham Origins Blackgate, which was the little handheld version of like Origins. Vita, but I traded my Vita in, and then it ended up not being exclusive anyway. So.
Oh, okay.
$5. There we go.
That's so cool. That's awesome. Another thing that's come up this week too, and I'm a big museum history nerd, masters in museum studies, which is why I don't work in the museum because there's no jobs. But something cool to do with it at the moment is that the British Museum is being digitally created in Minecraft, so it's a really cool way to kind of make them still relevant, which museums have been doing for a long time, like getting into Web 2.0 and doing anything pretty much to get people through the doors. So I thought it was pretty cool as a museum nerd, and yeah, that was pretty
I think
much
that's just cool. It's just cool. Like,
Yeah.
I hope more things get recreated like that.
Minecraft's
Yeah,
a cultural phenomenon, so like Minecraft is blowing up. Minecraft is everywhere. You can't escape Minecraft at the moment.
No,
Yeah.
you cannot.
And it kind of reminded me of the other... it reminded me as well with, I think I read a news article this week about someone that recreated, like, Hyrule Castle in Sims 4 as well. That was kind of cool, so I just love that doing fun stuff at the moment.
Have you guys ever recreated your house in The Sims? Because I have done it many a time.
Not
No.
in my house.
I haven't.
No.
I haven't really played The Sims because I've got a real bad issue. I'd get highly addicted to that game, and I just wouldn't leave. And I've got a busy workload. Not at the moment. I'm on holidays, so hence
That's
the
great
alcohol.
though, because you get
on
addicted to
Monday.
The Sims for like 2 days, and then you don't play it again for like 6 months. So you're
The reason why I
right.
don't The reason why I don't play it for 6 months is because I've been hospitalised for not getting away from the computer for 48 hours.
I don't even want to know what your little sim would be doing to Brad's little sim, because I would know you would make it. We all know.
Yeah, man. I'd be in my underwear all the time. What are you talking about? It'd be great.
That's the same reason I never got into WoW, though. Like, I played, like, the demo when it first came out, and I knew it would ruin my life, so I just never got on that gravy train. It's not happening.
Oh, talking about that, I was talking to my good mate the other day. I used to work with him at EB Games. EB Games represent, right, Brad? Yeah. He was playing for 5 years, and he had to look at how much time he had accumulated in 5 years. He had played in 5 years. He had played for 380 days. So he had played for over a year.
Nope. Nope.
Was that, you don't believe it, or you're just rejecting?
No, I
that?
believe it. I'm just rejecting that notion and how it could have been me so
Because
easily.
people spend more hours. It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that guy who went from like 1 to 80 or 85 or something just as a panda, like on the
Oh, I
island?
didn't leave the panning aisle. Yeah, which is
Yeah,
because
and
if
he
you
was
choose a
just
side.
gathering herbs for the whole time.
Oh, that would be so infuriating. That'd be so hard to do. Oh my
Well,
god.
it makes me think of is South Park with like the guy go.
Oh yeah. Live to win.
Mom, the Pop Tarts. Yeah, that's a
Bathroom.
Oh, that is disgusting. But yeah, talking about addictive games. Now for the topic of the week, we're talking about Destiny. Segway legend, Segway king. Where's my crown? Where is my crown? Holy shit! Anyone who wants to have a segue off with me, you're more than welcome to challenge me. You'll be able to see me at EB Game Expo from the 3rd to the 5th, and also at PAX Australia. So let the segueing begin. Yeah, that was weird.
Can we just point out firstly that unfortunately Rouge and I will have to check out on this one because neither of us played because we're bad people.
Yeah,
So
you're horrible.
we're just gonna like just chill out. Yes.
Just chill out.
Yeah.
Just
Gonna burn my
make some
hair.
faces.
Oh.
Walk your sock drawer. Organise your goldfish. I don't know.
Alright, take it away, boys.
Oh, take it away. Okay, so Destiny is out. It's been out for over a week now. There have been a few little things that have been unlocked in the game progressively over time. There's going to be something else released later on this year, and another expansion or DLC released next year. I'm pretty sure it is.
Yep.
So far, I think it's got a rating of 77 on Rotten Tomatoes. So a lot of people are actually complaining about the quality of this game, and there are a couple of glitches and stuff like that. But before that, Brad, would you like to build up some momentum, get a head start on this game?
So here's my thing on Destiny. Now, there's a couple of points to make on Destiny. Destiny's a $500 million game, so it's the most expensive game ever made. And you don't make a $500 million game and set it to fail. The game's good, right? The game is good. No one can say the game is bad. It's not a bad game. It's a good game. Now, what people are failing to understand the type of game it is. I saw a lot of reviews come out, and the reviews came out days before the first Vault or the first raid came out called Vault of Glass. Now, how can you review a game that theoretically isn't complete? The game has rolling content probably forever. So that's why I'm going to give it a year. I'm going to give it a year release window. And I'm going to see what content comes out between now and this time next year. I'm going to look back and see how different Destiny is from launch. Now, I did the same thing with Grand Theft Auto, because Grand Theft Auto had a really bad launch for online early. And if you think about that game, it still doesn't have heists. It still doesn't has something in it. That game doesn't have something that they promised. But that's okay, because they're working towards that, and it's getting better. Bungie's doing the same thing with Destiny. There's new content that comes out next week, plus you have the Hive. I think it's called the Hive.
It's something.
It's based on the Hive. The DLC in December, and then early next year you've got House of Wolves. And they're the two big content drops. There's content drops all the time. You had like I said, Vault of Glass last week. You have a new mission for the storyline coming out next week. You have PvP events. So if you're a completionist like me, you want to do all those little things. You want to earn all that little stuff. And there's a lot of hate about the game too. And most of it's coming from PC gamers, because the game's not on PC yet. So it's easy to hate on something you don't have. And the game's going to come to PC. Like, it was made on a PC. Like, that's a whole different argument. But that's what I'm personally going to do with Destiny. It's a good game. Probably an 8 out of 10, 7.5 at this point. I can 100% agree with a lot of people's issues. But with that game, you need to come in with a bit more of an open mind and give it more time to get more content. And yeah, that's just my little thing on that. And in saying that, I've had really good moments in Destiny. And I want to hear what people have to say about Destiny in the comments, and like what moments they've really enjoyed. Because I had a really cool moment when I was playing with our very own Tara, where we were like holding off waves, and it was really cool. It was like it felt cool. The game was sweet. It was high octane action. Like we nearly died, but we didn't. It was fun. So yeah, I like the game.
That was a good little spiel, and I have to say I do agree with you. I have to agree with you entirely. Basically, Bungie have come forward and they've said that they've dedicated 10 years of resources and 10 years of finance towards this game. This game wasn't designed or purposely made to come out and be complete on release date. That's the thing that they said from the very beginning. I think it was one of the first things that they said when they released it when they announced it was, we've put all this time and all these resources into this one particular game. There is going to be a lot of things happening that even we can't imagine or we are unaware of at the moment, which kind of makes me think that they've got to be careful of the people that they're hiring if they're unaware of what's actually going to be happening in the game. But they haven't designed a game that is meant to be completed on day one. Like, that's it. Like you were saying, there's going to be expansions released left, right, and center. You've got the two big data drops that are going to be coming out in December and next year, and I'm so looking forward to them. They're going to be awesome. But until those points in time where that comes out, I'm going to be farming like all hell. Like, I'm so okay. I've got to say something about the farming system in this one. It is slightly infuriating at some times because you get drops. You've got green, which is uncommon, blue, which is rare, purple, which is legendary, exotic, which is orange, and I haven't found any of them drop yet. But if you pick up an uncommon, like it's an unknown item that you have to go and get checked out, it can be uncommon or can also be legendary, and it can also be rare. I think the same goes for blue and purple. It's so fucking infuriating when you pick up a purple unknown item and you go to check it out and it just goes, actually, this gun is pretty shit. It's not what you thought it was. And it's like, oh, yeah, okay, cool, no, sweet, that's all right. I just took down this massive behemoth of a monster for 3 hours and it just turns out that I picked up a little pistol. Great, that's spectacular. Thank you so very much for the consumption of my time.
Just like the Vault in Borderlands 1, such a letdown.
Yeah.
Fuck that off.
so much anger, so many bad feelings. But the thing is that even though that is infuriating as all hell, I absolutely love it because that's kind of the persona that I'd get from an MMORPG. If I was to, like, I'm going out, I'm hoarding, I kill something, I pick up an item, and I just go, holy shit, this item looks pretty amazing, I probably should go get it checked out. And then you go get it checked out, and the guy goes, oh, this is really, really embarrassing. It's not actually that great. It's just like a really horrible version of Antique Roadshow, where it's just like, yeah, this relic that I have is 2,000 years old, and my grandparents said that it's $27 million. And the guy goes, yeah, I'm sorry, you can get a can of Coke for the price of that family heirloom. It's just like, yeah, great, sweet, spectacular. There are a couple of glitches as well. Just a couple. Servers. It doesn't help with Lizard Squad.
Oh, Lizard Squad.
Lizard Squad.
God damn you. Lizard Squad dossing everything. But, yeah, there is the infinite ammo. Someone found a way to get all of their weapons infinite ammo and no reload, so you don't have to reload your weapon. You just smash. There's a guy running around. I saw the video. There's a guy running around just shooting rockets constantly. Which
well, the thing about that is that Destiny's an online-only game, so it's very, very easy for Bungie to monitor bugs and hacks and all that sort of stuff, and that's one of the reasons it's online-only. And it be quickly patched out and improved on, so that can never happen again. And as you said, the game's not meant to be finished on day one. If you did stay up all night smashing it out and were disappointed by the story, sorry, the game has a long lifespan. It's a $500 million game. You don't just release something and go, all right, let's move on to the next project. They want it to last.
I'm just going to say, here's all $500 million that we've put into it. This is the game. That's $500 million. It's not. And $500 million was to set it up. Was to set up the framework and to set up the guys who are going to be releasing all of these expansions, which is good. It's excellent. The game does seem very set up. They say this is a new game type that's coming out. This is a new strike. There's a daily strike, a weekly strike, and then you've got different levels of difficulty. You've got strikes on each of the other ones. You've got the Vault of Glass, which is released. So you can see that it works because they were released, and they were released without a hitch. There was no problems. They were released, and people started playing them straight away. And there was one clan that finished the Vault of Glass. It took them, well, apparently they were playing for like 6 hours or something like that to complete it, but it took a team. After the release of Vault of Glass, it was 14 hours until someone actually completed that raid. Like, that's how long it took someone to actually complete it. And there's an article that was released where you can get tips from the guys who actually completed it. It was a group of, I think, 5 or 6 of them that smashed through it. Apparently it's difficult as all hell, but they did it, and there was no issues with the game. There was no issues. It was hard. It was hard as all hell, but it works, and everyone's complaining about it, and I find it incredibly infuriated that they're judging a game based on what it is right this second, even though we've already discussed and been informed by Bungie that it is a game that is going to evolve over time.
Yeah.
And more and more games are moving towards that model now anyway, especially ones that are that huge. So, like, what's the issue? If it's a completed game, fine, like, be pissed about it. But, yeah, like, it's not. And would you want it to be when you're selling out that much money and it's that big? Wouldn't you want it to keep evolving? Wouldn't you want to keep getting excited about it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
People like to whinge. That's just the. People like to whinge, and people like to see big things fail, and that's the case with Destiny. Yeah. Segue to the next story.
I'm sorry if I was giggling in that last segment because I received a message from Tegan on my phone. Big floppy donkey dick.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know everything.
That is lovely. That is such a lovely thing. I don't even think, like, since I'm a segue king, I don't think I can segue from that.
Into the next story, is that one?
Yeah.
Well,
it's her first time on the show. She's just a little nervous. I don't know what she's talking about. So.
Oh, Tegan.
I've got a segue.
Okay.
Oh, God.
So what else is releasing this week?
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, I was still too busy thinking about the donkey penis, to tell you the truth.
That's why she said release. So,
Whoa!
Move
Are
on.
we still talking donkey dicks and releasing?
move on. Move it on.
FIFA.
Nothing to see here.
Alright,
FIFA comes out.
Radman.
God damn it.
FIFA comes out, is that it?
Yeah, I think FIFA comes out this Friday, which is huge. Comes out once a year, every year, and everyone goes crazy and plays FIFA like nuts. Like nuts.
Can
Everyone
I
loved it.
request something? Just quickly,
Yeah.
can we all please just say FIFA in the dickhead FIFA voice? Just in unison,
No.
because that's fun. Okay.
No, huge.
Just need it.
I think
I'll say Madden.
my mate yesterday, he came in and he was like, man, it's FIFA's coming out for PC, and I'm just like, and he goes, no, I don't have to buy it, I can just download it. And I was like, oh
Oh,
god,
no, oh no.
you filthy pirate.
Would that work on PC? I don't think that'd be as good on PC.
I can connect control to your PC and play
Yeah,
it.
I guess.
You
Yeah,
just
yeah.
connect an Xbox controller and you don't have to worry about it. Not that
Yeah.
I've played a pirated game before.
None of it's have.
I don't think I'll buy it on launch. Like FIFA's like one of those titles that I have a lot of friends and stuff that play, and I'd think I'd be pretty keen to play with them. But that's a really cool Ultimate Team system, and there's a reason it sells 1 billion copies every year because it's just FIFA.
And well, I mean, we
it's
know
a cool game.
Toby's getting on it, so you guys should get on that.
Yeah, Toby's gonna love that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't play a lot of sports games because when it comes down to it, I'm playing FIFA and I'll be like, man, I just want to go outside down to the oval and just kick a ball now. Like, this is driving me insane. And also, if it's like night and I'm drinking with friends and we all get on, there'll be like 4 people playing. We'll all be on the same team. We turn all the settings up like really, really high. Like your kicking error is like up here. Your speed is all the way up here. So you've just got all these dudes just sprinting around the field. And I'm really, really bad because I like screwing with people and I just start slide tackling my own teammates, especially the ones that are just outside the box about to have a shot. Sorry, John. He's my roommate and he's the one who plays FIFA and I always hack and slash at his ankles.
Also, what
pretty
Nate's
great.
not telling you is that when he plays GTA, he also wants to go out and like start boosting cars.
Yeah, he plays Dragon
Yeah.
Age and he kill a real dragon.
Whoa! Yeah, don't be dissing. I can understand the stab at GTA. That's fine. But dragons are real.
Dragons are real.
He's a
Yeah.
science teacher, he knows.
Dragons are real, and once I get Dragon Age Inquisition, I got the massive collector's edition for like $220, I think it was.
Yeah.
When I have that in my grasp, oh my god!
I wonder if it'll be overrated.
Oh.
Shut your mouth! You shut your mouth, Brad.
That was
It
the
will
best
not.
way,
It
gentlemen.
will be amazing, and it will be love, and it will love me back. It will be a high school romance. It'll be magnificent.
Please don't say high school romance when you're a high school teacher, for the love of God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, whoops. I take that back.
You can't edit this, man.
Oh yeah, this is live, isn't it? Oh god, that's disgusting.
Shall we take Brad's segue to
Yeah, I
to
think
go
we can
into
take that segue.
Yeah,
After all,
we'll take that.
Take it, please.
Okay,
Alright.
so, ladies and gentlemen, we tried something last week. We did it for 90 seconds last week, but this time we're going to be doing it a little bit earlier and only do it for 60 seconds. Because that's still a long time. But,
Keep telling yourself that, Nate.
so this is a 60-second showdown, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be between all 4 of us, where for 60 seconds we have to sell to you guys, the people who are watching us do stupid stuff, we have to sell to you a game. So last week it was most underrated game. This week we're going to be talking about the most overhyped game. So the game that had the most pre-release excitement, and then once it actually was released, it sucked, basically. Or you've
We're
heard
selling
it,
our hatred.
selling you our hatred. And hopefully it will deter you from playing some games. So some of them you are most definitely well aware of because of how severe the flop was. But does anyone want to volunteer and go first?
Well, first we should probably say if you guys think there's anything that was overrated, please comment and we'll read it out. We'll also spread your hatred around as well.
Spreading the hatred. That's what Geek Bomb is all about. Just spreading stuff.
I think I want to hear Brad's.
You want to hear mine?
Yeah.
All right, I have a good one. Now, this is a lot of people feel this one. Assassin's Creed 1 was a very, very, very overrated game, and reasons being incredibly repetitive. If any of you guys have ever played it, and you should go play this game just so you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't played it, you're probably one of like 6 people. Now, they give you a task. You have to kill 8 people, right? And you go to a city, you do 3 tasks, which is snitch on people or listen in or steal a note or whatever, and then you assassinate a dude. And then you repeat that 8 times.
30 seconds left.
It's so bad. What don't time me, buddy. Put the pressure on. I'm not good on pressure. I wish I only had 30 seconds. I wish someone told me this before I played Assassin's Creed 1, because it is so bad.
You're wasting your time.
The twist at the end may be worth the game, but it was so overrated, and it was one of the new games on the newer consoles when the PS3 and the Xbox 360 came out. It looked okay. It spawned a good franchise, but that game is the most repetitive piece of garbage I've ever played. There you go, bang.
Oh, there was a lot of bent-up aggression in that. I loved it. You were really, really happy that such a game
14
existed.
when I played that game, or 15, and it broke my heart.
You seem very, very concerned. All right, so, ladies, who's next?
I'll go.
You'll go?
Yeah,
all right.
right.
So, wait, your time starts now.
Okay, so my game is Brink. I pre-ordered it on the PlayStation 3. I was so excited. I even used my EV Games voucher that I got from my boyfriend for birthday or Valentine's Day. Anyway, it's like an objective-based team game, kind of red versus blue, 4 classes. It looks so good. It had these really great customization. You could parkour everywhere, and your body type affected your movement. And I was reading an article about it today, and it was just it jumped high and it fell flat, and it totally did. My first game of it was super fun, but that's all the game ever was: repetition, the same thing over and over again. The campaign was basically just multiplayer with bots, and even when I went to multiplayer, I just played with bots. I never actually played with another human. And it came out during the PSN outage, which was just totally shit, and it's just, yeah. Okay, 1 second. Yep, there we go.
Just, at the end, you're just shit.
Yeah, shit.
So that whole 60-minute rant was just for that one. It's poo. It's yucky. Alright, so Tegan, you are up, and your time starts now.
Okay, first thing I'm going to say, there's going to be people that won't like this, so if you're a fan of this franchise, these games, great, I love that you love it, but fuck Call of Duty. Fuck it right off. Seriously, it's the same crap. I'm sure there's good things about it, but makes me feel sick every time I play it. It's the standalone is just always generally shit. The one-player campaign, it's all about the multiplayer, which is fine. If you like that, great. But it's all just more ways of America trying to get people let's join the army, hey, and let's fuck foreigners. They're different. I swear to God, the next one will probably be very offensive, and as it usually is. And just, I don't know, I'm not a fan. I just overhyped. They're all the same, and I'm waiting for Call of Duty ISIS to come out in fucking 6 months' time or some shit.
Oh my God, you went there.
Oh, that was what? You still got 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Don't need any more time, said my page.
Don't
no,
need
seriously,
it.
if you guys like it, great, but no.
Tell me why you like Call of
every
Duty in the
time.
comments, because I like Call of Duty. I like Call of Duty.
That's awesome.
Yeah, let's have the only video on YouTube that actually has comments telling people why they like Call of Duty. Let's break that.
Yeah.
Let's
not focus on all the negativity. Let's just get some good vibes going on here.
Yeah.
Why do you like killing people? Just tell us why. Just why.
See, I'm
Why
not
is that?
against that. I'm all for GTA and stuff like that, which I guess theoretically you could say is the
I'm
same
all for
thing.
killing people. I'm all for murder.
That's right. As long as it's creative.
Oh wow.
Different.
I like Call of Duty. I think it's
It's
alright.
you can only shoot a Chinese person or a Russian person in the head so many times before it gets repetitive.
I know, right?
Alright, so I guess
Alright,
it
mate.
is
Bring it
It's
home.
my turn. Oh, I gotta. Do re mi. No. So my time starts now. So the game, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm going to be talking about for you today is Watch Dogs. Of course, it's going to be Watch Dogs because what else would it be? Watch Dogs had a massive budget for its advertising campaign, but that really just created a lot of hype for a game that was really, really bloody shit. The technology and the different types of concepts that they had inside the game was really, really good. It was very innovative, and they took a perspective that I hadn't really seen before. But, oh my god, it sucked. It was boring as all hell. The first act, the second act was like, I don't know, a drill to the temporal lobe, which is this lobe here. And it was painful. I've been told by people that the third act really starts to pick up. Besides that, it's just really crappy. It's not very natural. The driving mechanics are alright. The shooting and the gunfighting. It took me like a couple of hours of gameplay to learn how to put my gun away. So I kept on walking down the street and people was like, shit, he's got a gun! And I just didn't know what to do about it, so I just killed him instead. And it's a really bad game, but I don't recommend buying it. Man.
It shouldn't take till the third act for a game to pick up. Like, that shit.
Yeah, man, preach to the choir. You don't have to tell me about it. I tried playing it.
I like, just 1 second. I like Marcus Townsend says in the questions, he says all the Fable games were overrated. I actually kind of agree. I say that with a threat. Peter Molyneux is going to run in here any moment, just bash me up. But
I'm going to run to your house now and bash you up. What are you talking about?
Okay, so Fable 3.
Two and three were nah, but number one. Don't hate number one.
One was pretty. One was okay. One was alright, man. It was like good for its time, whatever. Yeah, I hate on it. I almost chose Skyrim as my most overrated game today, guys. So let's leave that for another day. Skyrim did not like.
Can we just talk about Trump Crane? Trump Crane has said Assassin's Creed 1 is a bit overrated, and yes, Tegan is correct. Yes, I am. Call of Duty is past its use-by date. I like you, Trump Crane. Like you were.
I want to rebut this, but I'm not going to because I'll go too deep. Don't worry. Let's keep going.
Here's the thing. No, shut up. Here's the thing. Brad and I were having this conversation before, and it got really, really heated. Call of Duty is a shit game. Like, it's incredibly repetitive, and I did enjoy playing it with Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare and a little bit with Modern Warfare 2. It was a good game. It was just quick pace, and that's all it really was. You get on and you play a couple of quick games for an hour, and then you get off. No one got Call of Duty for the campaign. I know tons of players who played Call of Duty and don't even know what the storyline's about. They don't even know that they're versing China / Russia. They haven't got a clue. I don't even think they know China and Russia exists. I think that all the shit that they've been on the news is like, wow, this is a really good story that they're telling. But it was a fast-paced game.
Ghost the campaign went for like 5 hours. Like, that's how much they don't give a shit. Like, yeah, we know this is the multiplayer.
Ghost is my least favorite, but let's not get into this because I feel like I haven't got time to defend myself here.
It's a good business strategy. They make money. They make money.
No, they do. Like, they're good at what they do. It's true. And, like, Brad, like, I love Skyrim. You don't like Skyrim. Like, it's fine. Like, whatever you like. I'm happy for people to enjoy what they're doing, but just, no.
We're very open-minded about what you're into, Brad.
What you're saying right now, guys, I don't share her mutual love. That's not a thing. She can be the bigger man here. I'll be the lesser man.
Jeez, man, that's a bit hard on yourself.
It's a good game. I'll write something. Why Call of Duty is really good. I will write something.
Yeah, do it, for sure.
Go.
Oh,
I just want
yes.
to read it.
I'm really looking forward to it. I'd also like to give a shout out to Blaine. Yeah, Dragon Age Inquisition, I can't wait. You guys saw the multiplayer trailer, right? Yes, I did, Blaine.
Yeah,
oh my god. It is. My body is just like overflowing with ecstasy right now. I just can't wait for that game. I'm so in love. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure that is it for Press A to Play. Does anyone want to do some filthy plugging?
I think
we do want to do some.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Alright, go for it.
Bruce, do you want to kick it off?
Alright, so we're up for the Pedestrian Bloggers Award. We're in the vlog category. We're kind of behind by 40 votes. But, like, we're so close to just taking out the top prize, not even in the vlog category, but overall. So, there's a link on our Facebook page. you'll find it anywhere. We're always tweeting about it. So please give us a vote and help us beat out Beauty, which is currently in the winning. So yeah.
Please.
Hey, can I make an announcement with this one too? He does.
Revenge. Come on, please.
I'm going to put it out there. We've kind of discussed this a little bit amongst ourselves, but I'm going to drop the bomb here on this one. If we win, I will live read some of my high school fan fiction, and I promise you it is fucking terrible. You want to hear this. I'll do it. If we win, I can't speak to for the rest of the Bombers, because I know some of them have it, but they haven't definitely agreed to it, but I'll do it. I'll bring my bad grammar to the table. So if you want to see that, make us win. Vote. You've got to vote, man.
That's a whole new level. Oh my
Jesus.
god.
Yeah. That is a very, very heavy concept.
One of them's a musical.
Please do this, guys. Please do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, also over at the geekbomb.net website, we've got a couple of competitions going on at the moment for Sims 4. We've got the Sims 4 Collector's Edition up for grabs if you're very interested in that. And also, if you are very unlucky and you missed out on a 3-day pass to PAX, well, we are currently giving 2 away. It's all part of a competition. All you got to do is go to our website, geekbomb.net, or you can even go to the Geek Bomb Facebook group. Or you can even talk to us at Geek Bombshells on Twitter. When does the competition close for that? Does anyone know?
I think it's towards the end of the month, but we'll have to just check on that. The other cool thing about that is that we're actually hosting the ultimate geek trivia on Halloween at PAX. We have our own panel at prime time slot, so if you want to come along and see us, I think there'll be a bit of cosplay happening, lots of audience participation, so it's going to be amazing. So you should definitely enter the comp, try and get there, and come say hi.
Sweet. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Press A to Play episode 5. If you agree or disagree with any of the comments that we have made today, Tegan's in particular, then you are more than welcome to chuck them in the comment section, and we'll make sure that we get through and read them. Don't forget to please like and comment and subscribe and share us around. We'd absolutely love that. So, ladies and gentlemen, do you guys remember what to do at the end of a video?
Do you remember our first ever video and we fucked this up majorly?
I do it every time, and I do it enthusiastically. Just do it. I don't care if it's. I don't care if it's not in sync. Just do it. Just do it now.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, and
The bomb
has been dropped.
Bang.
So,
We're still terrible. We're still terrible
there
at
you
that.
go, guys and girls. Enjoy your evening.